Alright, what's up? My name is Joshua Casper and welcome to another Ableton tutorial. Sorry it's been so long, guys, but I've been really busy. I'm back though, and now I have this free screen recorder program, and there's a little bit of a hiss coming through the microphone, and I apologize for that, but you get what you get for free. Anyway, today is just a kind of practice run tutorial for me, but if it comes out good, I'm going to go ahead and throw it online anyway. And all my source files will be hosted through MediaFire from now on, so there will be no problems. And I have no access to all the old ones, so sorry if you don't have them already. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to steal this bass line from this reggae track and kind of make it your own. This is, of course, stealing, and you should never do it unless you're just looking to mess around. Maybe for a live set, but I mean obviously you can't sell this and blah 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 blah, you know the rules. Anyway, if you're looking for inspiration, this is a good technique to use. Anyway, let's get started. Double click on this, brings up the loop. It's a 4-bar loop, but I'm only going to use 2 just to make the tutorial short. If you come over here and play it, this is what it sounds like. So there you go, it's just your basic reggae bass line. So come over here, right click on the clip and hit slice to new MIDI track. It comes over here, we get this box, and I'm going to go transient, built-in slicing preset, and hit OK. And what this does is it takes all of these transient beginnings here, the other one's here, here, and it just slices those into MIDI notes over here in a new track. And if I pull this up, that's what's happened here. The next thing I do is I turn this off, and if you go ahead and play the new MIDI clip, it's the same thing, but what it's done is it's used simpler to just slice up the loop here into sections. Slices, if you will. But anyway, what I want you to do is to highlight them and then hit the down arrow key and get them all on slice 1. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Shouldn't take too long. I'm just hitting the down arrow key to bring them down. Okay. If you go ahead and play that now, all that is doing now is playing this kind of rhythm pattern with just this first note. Okay? But also, if you notice here, there's these big sections of emptiness. Okay? And there's some pauses in between each of the hits. So we gotta make that happen over here. So come over here, select all, hit right click, fixed grid. Hit off, come down here and just slide it over a little bit, and then on these big notes come over and bring them over a bunch. Okay, I don't really know how long. Bring them over just a bunch like that. Okay, go ahead and play it, see how that sounds. Okay, cool. So now that we have our rhythm pretty much grooving, you're going to come over here and use operator. If you don't have operator, just use any VSTI and just use kind of a simple sine bass to get started. I'm going to come down here and just use this preset called hip hop sub bass, drop it on the MIDI track, and go ahead, come back here, and if you notice it's going to be playing on C1. We don't want on C1, that's really, really low. So what I do is hit the fold button. That brings up the entire piano roll. Copy all, hold down shift and hit the up arrow, and that brings it up a full octave to C2. And if you go ahead and play that, see how that sounds. Cool. Now we're pretty much grooving with what we have here, but obviously we want to make the notes change. Now, the original's in B minor, and I've got some other samples over here that in the piano guitar hit here is in B minor as well. So I want my new one to be in B minor, and there's this cool effect for MIDI called scale, and if you come down here and click down scale and come to C minor, come back here and drop this in front of your VSTI, and then this is going to make sure you always play in the correct scale. So I want B minor, so I'm going to take my little knob here, turn it all the way up to B, and then no matter where I put these now, it will always make sure it's in B minor. So if I'm on the wrong note here, it will slide it up or slide it down. So if I just put this up here, whoop, bring this down a little bit, and then I want these to be really, really deep and bassy, and I'm going to make this kind of walk back up. Walk back up just like that. And if I go ahead and play this, I have no idea if these are in the right, in B minor or not, okay? But this effect is going to play them only in B minor. So if this is not B minor, it will slide it up or it slide it down. So this is just a fun way to play around and get something started. I suggest and recommend that you figure out your scales and whatnot for your serious projects. But when you're just playing around and stuff like this, getting inspiration, there's no shame in it. Okay, so let's play this and see what it sounds like. So that sounds pretty cool. And that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to show you today. I just wanted to get back in the groove of making tutorials and stuff. If you hit this group right here, the tops are fun. This is just to show you kind of like what our new bass line will sound like with some other tops from the same sample pack, which is Dub Matrix. I don't know, Dub Matrix something or other. Sound Clash Reggae Dub Matrix sample loop pack, which is pretty dope. But if you go ahead and launch this too, we should get a basic reggae sound. And obviously we need to drop the bass down because that's hitting pretty hard. And just to make it sound a little bit nicer, go ahead and throw on a compressor. Boom. Hit this little arrow if you didn't already know, the side chaining. I got some other video tutorials up already about this, but just real quick, I think my kick is 7, track 7, so I'm going to come over here and go track 7, bring this down a little bit, slide this over. No big deal. Okay? Let's see what this sounds like now. That's your quick tutorial about stealing reggae bass lines, okay? See you later.